rise above, extinguish fear, rise above, extinguish fear.
Okay, so welcome back to Rise Above. Firstly, guys, I think I need to apologise. People have been asking me if I'm okay, if I'm still alive, because they haven't seen any videos or uploads for almost a week. I'm really sorry. What I have been doing, I have been busy. I have been doing lots of interviews. I've been doing lots of public speaking. And I've also been trying not to neglect my missus so badly. I got told off and I have been neglecting her. You can see how active I've been recently. So, that's my apology. Sorry about that. However, I've got a big backload of stuff to upload. A backlog, sorry. So watch out for that. Interviews, public speaking, including what happened yesterday. Saturday, the 7th of November, which is yesterday, I was invited to speak in Farnborough by a lady called Caroline. She is an absolute soldier. Farnborough was empty. There was no one there. The whole town centre was dead. There was about 30 of us. So there's more protesters there than there were actual people just out shopping because no one was open. The police turned up as soon as we started speaking.
Hello, just to let you all know that a gathering here is in contravention of the new rules that have come in. So my first purpose... not laws.
Rules or laws?
Let him speak. Explain to you that you are technically committing offences. So what I'm going to ask, what I'm going to ask is that you all move on and disperse. Otherwise you do commit offences, which can be dealt with via fines, or arrest, or both.
Right, so you've spoken, so may I now speak?
So, no, I haven't quite finished. So I'm going to give you a few minutes to move on, then I'm going to get hold of my control room, and if necessary, I will get some more units up. I don't have to do this, I'm going to be quite polite, ask you all to move on.
Don't do it. Under what law? Isn't it that time that you questioned your working for the long tyranny that you are putting upon the
No, because I've got my orders from the back.
Guys, we need to remain peaceful, please. We need to remain peaceful. So first of all, sir, first of all, may I please have your name?
Yes.
Your number?
He hasn't dispersed yet.
Do you not care about
Okay, you are a police officer, am I correct? Are you, everybody here, that your right to protest is covered under the European Contravention of Human Rights? That this act, the Coronavirus Act that has been passed unlawfully, I need you to know that is under the Public Health Act. And the Public Health Act gives absolutely no right to the officers of the law to break up a peaceful protest. That if they do break up this peaceful protest, they are actually in contravention of our human rights. I also want to tell you that if these police officers give you a fine, that fine under the English Bill of Rights is not legal. They cannot issue a fine to you under the English Bill of Rights unless they find you guilty in a court. They have to charge you. They have to charge you, and they have to cite the exact act, not just Coronavirus Act. They need to give us the article, chapter, and verse. That is what they are legally obliged to do.
Outside of law, we will hold each and every one of you
So,
responsible. Not
I
police
want
officers.
to
If you're
recite the
acting
police
outside of
oath
the
for
law,
you.
we will
I am
hold
going to
you
recite the
responsible.
police oath because they are not willing to incite it to us.
You will have to
And I am going to state.
your thoughts.
Okay. Lance, are you able to speak?
Now, as you can see, he was starting to get a little bit messy there. The policeman said he was going to start arresting people, issuing fines, and or both. Caroline got back on the microphone and started laying it down to them. Various different people in the crowd started, confronting the police and letting them know that they were acting unlawfully. I thought it was about time for me to speak, and this is what I said.
And everybody that's on the sidelines that's not taking part in what we're doing here needs to watch exactly what's happening. All we are doing is expressing our rights as human beings, to stand in the streets and to speak our minds and to exercise free speech. What is happening here with these unfortunate agents of division and control who are acting against us and against our humanity, these people are forgetting that what we're protesting is going to affect each and every one of them and their families and generations to come exactly the same as it affects us. These men and women here in uniform are not our enemies. They are unfortunately compromised. We are all on the same side. This tyranny that's being enforced on us is enforced on these agents of the law just the same. Unfortunately, they have been tricked into upholding it. We are peaceful. We are here simply speaking our minds, exercising our free speech. I've already been deplatformed online for my own work and trying to expose what's going on with the digital prison that's being slowly installed around us. I was completely deplatformed for exposing Serco and the military-industrial complex that are behind the infrastructure of the Corona industrial complex and our track and trace system. Because of me speaking out, I've been shadow banned on Twitter, I've had my Facebook completely deleted, I've been fact-checked by Voices and Full Fact, just to try to expose what is happening. There are so many smoking guns with this terrible tyranny that's being enacted on us. I can stand here and list them all day. However, while we stand here and argue about whether we should wear a mask or not, whether these police are breaking the law by trying to stop us from speaking, the plan continues to roll out. Every single day, every single moment, it doesn't stop. This is nothing to do with the virus. Absolutely nothing to do with the virus. Whether there is really, genuinely a SARS-CoV-2 virus thrown in the mix of our seasonal flu, at this point is actually almost irrelevant. If you study the statistics enough, you can see that what's happened this year is barely worse than 2018 with the flu season.
Yes, that's right.
I study the Office of National Statistics for breakfast every single day. With about 13 minutes of cursory research into their numbers, the official government numbers, we can see there is no pandemic. And even if there was, with the numbers they're reporting, which are heavily fraudulent, it doesn't mean we should shut down the world. By their own admission, the UK government is admitting that this lockdown can have a knock-on effect of killing 200,000 people through suicides, through missed hospital appointments, through domestic violence and a whole host of other things, mental health issues. The lockdown is the virus and we are all holding it up with our acquiescence. It's all good to break the rules behind closed doors, but when you stand in public and you carry on acquiescing to social distancing, track and trace, a mask, you are holding it up. We are holding it up with every action. We must say no. N-O. No! The smallest word in the English language is also the most powerful. It completely puts a brick wall up against this power play of taking away our freedoms. When you stand in absolute defiance, in absolute authenticity, and you say no, you become ultimately powerful. The other way that we can try and work our way past what is happening to us is from a point of gnosis. When we fully understand the situation that we're in, and we can effectively communicate to other people, it empowers them. We can very clearly see in the last week, the tide is turning. Thousands of medical professionals, healthcare professionals, doctors, GPs and nurses are starting to speak out. Has anybody noticed that there are X amount of lawsuits being filed against lockdown, against fraudulent projections? Everybody that's got an average or above IQ of 1 millimetre of one eye open can see that the narrative is completely and utterly finished. So, what can we do on a day-to-day basis to empower ourselves and other people around us and rise above what is going on? The first thing we can do is we vote with our feet. We stop spending our money in any corporation which takes part in the stupid, dystopian regulations and restrictions. We go into local family-owned, independent businesses, and we empower them with their money, and we vote with our feet. This is how we rise above. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before I get arrested or taken away by these poor, misguided individuals over here, please check out my work on YouTube. I expose every aspect of what's going on in a step-by-step de-indoctrination program. You can show it to your family, you can show it to your friends, and this, through gnosis, through understanding, through empowering other people and setting an example, this is how we rise above. Thank you.
Yes!
Okay, so as you can see, once Caroline had laid down the law to him, and I'd said my piece, and we showed that we weren't going to be intimidated, we stood in defiance and we spoke our truth in the street. Well, I ducked out shortly after that because I said my piece, but I heard that as soon as I left, the protest carried on and the police did absolutely nothing. So some people said that maybe they were there just to try and intimidate me, to stop me from speaking. Caroline certainly wasn't intimidated. She said that she spoke her truth to them, and so did I. So that just shows, okay, they might threaten us with fines or arrest, but when it gets down to it, the likelihood is that they're probably acting unlawfully. So I apologise for the poor production quality on some of those videos. It was a bit of a quick one on Saturday. I just got in, said my piece and got out. Wasn't worth potentially getting arrested for 20, 30 people. I'd said my piece. It got recorded. So yeah, guys, keep watching, keep viewing, keep sharing. I've got loads more uploads to come. I'm going to be speaking in Truro this Saturday on the 14th. I'm going to be speaking in Liverpool on November the 21st. We've got to keep going. Rise above.
Solidarity, cohesion, together resist their lesion. I never stop it while I'm still breathing. Forever hot on the topic, I'm steaming. Forever seen psychotically reading, documenting, plotting and scheming. Their illogical teaching, leave me yearning for a topical preaching. Peeling back the layers of deception, mirror traps, untrue directions. Peer through, cracks in perception, say my prayers, then face my reflection. Knowledge of self and power of mind, intellectual wealth. Powers